Yaruna. It is the Rockets in TS Galaxy that host Bafana Bastali Mamelodi Sundowns live from the Solomon Mahlangu Stadium out in Mpumalanga. And as always, we're bringing you Giyo Nayaruna. Sanbonani Dumelang Molweni. Inhlikane Africa Zonga Bitarame Evosiwe Wakwangobo. And welcome to our live broadcast. It's all about the Netbank Cup. I'm not alone in studio today. I am joined by two men who bring some exclusive insights and, of course, top flight experience to their names. It is Mark Haskins alongside Hlompo Kekana. I'm going to start with you first, Hask, because we already saw Mazulu getting through into the next round. Today is the chance of TS Galaxy and Mamelodi Sundowns. You look at number 2 in the league coming up against an 8th place Galaxy, but it's a cup game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, certainly. And when you look at TS Galaxy, they've won this tournament before. They know what it is to win this tournament. So cup football is just that. It's a one-off match. And on the day, you just need to really show up and make sure you're good on the day. And that goes a long way. That's my former teammate, actually, who I won this tournament with, Greg Itafia. And yes, he was also one who would know, and he would literally raise the tempo in the dressing room to say, guys, they may be Mamelodi Sundowns, but this is a cup match. If we want it, we're going to have to go out and fight for it and make it happen. And so that's what I love about cup football. It's anybody's game on the day.
Anybody's game on the day. And of course, it is a TS Galaxy side that come into this encounter on the back of the 2-0 loss against Durban City out in the league. But Hlompo, they come up against your former side in Mamelodi Sundowns, fresh off the confidence of securing that 2-1 victory against log leaders Orlando Pirates. Speak to me about what the expectations are from a Sundowns point of view. We know that last season they were semi-finalists in the Nedbank Cup.
Yeah, we can all agree that Mamelodi Sundowns right now, they don't have a trophy. And this is the trophy that they are hoping to get. Amongst other trophies that are remaining, this is one trophy that is very, very important to the club. As you know, that if you win this trophy, you still get a chance of playing the Champions League. So this, obviously, it's a moment for them. And some of the players that will come on today's afternoon to play a game against a team that is very, very stubborn, TS Galaxy. They're playing at home in Kwandebele. Of course, the people in Kwandebele, they will be very happy to see that kind of a match. And it will be a match of emotions more than anything because Sundowns have won during the week. But more than anything, they will want to cancel them because you know how cup matches can be sometimes.
And, of course, the encounter will be coming to you from Wamhlanga. Here you see, of course, the man in charge, the man that leads the pack, Miguel Cardoso, followed by Mshishi, who we got an opportunity to see once again in that encounter against Orlando Pirates. But, Mark, the expectations here this afternoon is also just to see that depth of this Mamelodi Sundowns team. Quite a number of changes expected in that starting 11.
Incredible depth within this squad. And so 10 changes are made, wholesale changes are made from that midweek game. We know they've had, like, you look at the intensity of the matches that Sundowns have played up to now, that Champions League match against MC Alger. I mean, an absolute great match against Pirates midweek. And so, yes, you know, some guys are going to be rested, and that's normal in the competition like this. But when you look at the team that they still get to put out as a team that, you know, could pretty much still challenge anybody in the league. And so wholesale changes, just one player remains in the squad, and that's Santos. Everyone else basically comes in fresh.
And we'll talk to those changes and just how much of an impact we're expecting them to make here this afternoon. But we also just look at what's happened in the Nedbank Cup so far as we get into the round of 16. Amazulu, Richards Bay up against each other last night. Hlompo, your thoughts on that one? Surprises that Amazulu are through to the quarters or not so much?
Not at all. We're talking about a team that is doing so well in the league. They've been winning difficult matches. There's a match that they won in Bloemfontein where I thought that was a turning point of this team. Henry Gestian has been doing so well. Me and Maki, we spoke about him 2 weeks ago. And I love how he uses his experience into getting this position. They are headful, and the players, they don't want to go there because it's a position that you can miss a lot. Yeah. But when you score, it's a nice feeling because then the team benefits from that. I love his experience. I love how he understands the roles more than anything right now. He's got an eye for goals, and for him to score such a crucial goal to take the Amazulu team to the quarterfinals, that for me was big. And I think they need to build up from there. And I think, like I said, the competition is a game of goals. Whoever scores stands a chance of going to the knockout stages.
Indeed, and when we take a look at what to expect out in the Netbank Cup today, quite a number of matches, 4 to be exact, 3 tomorrow. Has when I come to you, either than the game will be showing in the SABC, what's your pick of this weekend in the Netbank Cup?
Well, it's a lot of interesting matchups there. Definitely the one that's going to be playing later as well. Golden Arrows versus Stellenbosch. You know, again, it's two teams with contrasting styles of football. We know Golden Arrows under Coach Mangoba want to play attractive, tiki-taka football to an extent where they want to move the ball through the phases. Where Stellenbosch is going to be a lot more direct, and so two very contrasting styles of football. And that should make for a really, really interesting match.
And that encounter will be live on SABC2. Andy Lengube will be alongside his analysts for that one. Shompo, when we look at tomorrow, of course, SABC bringing you University of Pretoria up against Kukune United.
Very crucial for the Kukune team. But we know University of Pretoria, they're never shy to give a performance. Remember, Wemaki, when they went with you guys to the final of this competition, you know how difficult is it to play against this university team. But they've always have a team that can compete. So don't be surprised when they cause problems for Skukune team. But I fancy a match that will be entertaining because these two teams, they've got players that always want to improve and want to make sure that they give the supporters the performances.
And we've seen it where the second-tier teams come up against the top-tier teams.